But apparently once Keaton got his whole Beetlejuice shit together, like the outfit, he shows up on set, he's ready to go. And the crew and the cast were so excited. They were chanting, "Juice, juice, juice."
That's amazing.
Because, I mean, imagine him walking in for the first time. You're working on this movie. You know what's supposed to happen. You see the set, and then you see the Beetlejuice fucking come walking out. Like, I would chant, too. That shit's cool.
Oh, my God.
Okay, are we actually... I forget how we do this because this is, like, different. Okay.
Yeah, this is really weird for you.
Where do we start?
I don't know.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, creepy people.
Hello.
This is P&W, Haunts and Homicides, where we chat about true crime, the paranormal, and all things creepy, spooky, weird in the Pacific Northwest. I was trying to think of more words, but they didn't come.
That's all we needed. We do a tarot reading in every episode so that we can get a little bit of deeper insight into our topic for the day.
Yeah, we do.
I was like, did I forget something?
No. I was trying to think of something to say other than, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
I feel like out of sorts today.
Yeah, we are a little bit out of sorts.
Yes. But we do, you know what is sorted? You know what's cool and organized?
What?
Our Patreon.
So true.
And we have some shout outs to do today.
Yeah, we do.
We have a brand new tarot biddy amongst us, Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
We hope you like tarot because you're a tarot biddy now. So it's like required.
Yeah.
So hopefully you stick around for the tarot readings at the end at least.
Yeah. And welcome to Leah. She has joined us on the $10 Never Bundy tier.
She agrees with us.
Yeah, Never Bundy.
Duh.
Adoy. Leah, you are a boss babe.
Yeah, you are.
And she'll get it. She'll get it.
I did this and made a winky sound, but I didn't wink. And then I tried to wink and I think it went all wrong. I guess we'll find out in the recording.
Yeah.
That was for you, Leah.
That was for you.
I suck at things. Okay. But you know who doesn't suck at things, probably, is Amy at the $1 Creepy People tier.
Hey, hey.
Hi, Amy. Welcome to the shenanigans. You're definitely a creepy people person.
Listen, the $1 denomination, don't feel like that limits you in any sense as far as your creepiness.
As far as our love for you, too.
Yeah.
You know, we love you all equally.
I don't know. Are you going to piss people off at the higher tiers? They're like, well, if you love us all the same.
We're lowering ourselves. But, you know, just because you give us more money and we give you more things and like VIP shout outs and whatnot at the higher tiers doesn't mean we love you more. Gifts don't equal love, you know?
Wait, they don't?
No, love equals love.
Oh,
that's
then how do you know how to quantify love?
You can't. That's life's biggest mystery. And now we're a philosophical podcast.
Yeah. Philosophical?
Yes. I'm sticking to it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Anyway, we're done with shout outs unless a bunch more people join and then you'll get shouted out the next time.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, I love that for us.
Anyway.
Anywhoozle.
Well, there's real big news in the world right now.
There is?
Have you guys heard of Taylor Swift?
No. I'm unfamiliar.
That's it. I'm done with this podcast.
You know I know who she is. You literally sent me like her entire album this morning.
So we're not going to talk about it for long, but we have to mention the song Who's Afraid of Little Old Me because it's so fucking witchy and
it's the best.
It is the best. Like
it's the best.
You can love Taylor Swift, you can hate her. But she
I mean,
like
can
what she
you?
I know,
Can
right?
you hate her?
She's hard to hate, I
Can
think.
you?
But what she does for women. She's just like the ultimate feminist, I think. But you know.
Yeah. I love her. And you know what? I happen to know that some of our male listenership enjoys her as well.
I know a lot of dudes who do. Like,
Yeah.
she's great.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I talked about in the Misty Copsy in that 2-parter. I think it was in part 1. And I mentioned Dewey sends me a ton of cases.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like listening to something later. And it occurred to me, I may have made it sound like Dewey was the one that sent me the Misty Copsy case.
Oh.
And he has sent me cases, a ton of them, and I have actually covered one of them already. But Aaron is the one who sent me the Misty Copsy case.
Gotta give credit where credit is due, Caitlin.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't say like, oh, thanks, Dewey, for sending me this Misty Copsy case.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, you know what? Listening to this, I feel like maybe people could have been confused and they thought that, anyways, they've both sent me several cases. So it's not a race or a competition, but you're both crushing it. So
no one sends me any cases. I mean, come on.
that's not entirely true.
I have a whole stash of things that I'm like looking through and I'm like, should I do this? Should I do this? I'm scrolling. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah. The other thing is we have on the Facebook discussion group, there's a whole chat for people to drop in case suggestions.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have the same thing on Patreon too. So
I should get on Facebook and snoop around there. I haven't been on there in ages. Well, I have more news. Like, this is a very news heavy episode.
Okay.
There's some paranormal news in the news.
Some news in the news? You don't say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I mean, probably not, but let's do it.
This is an article from Entertainment Weekly, and the headline is Hotel from The Shining catches fire in Oregon. Yeah.
In our own backyard?
So Timberline Lodge was the exterior for...
That's right.
Yeah, for The Shining.
I knew this.
Yes. You've been there, right? Last year? A couple years ago? Or was that my mom?
No, I'm just saying I knew about the Timberline Lodge fire. I just did not put 2 and 2 together at all.
This was April 19th.
Yeah, literally yesterday.
Literally yesterday. This popped
as we
up on
record.
my phone. Mm-hmm. So nobody worry. Sorry if I'm making you guys worry. It didn't burn down. Everything is fine. The fire was contained to the roof and parts of the attic, and they were able to put it out.
Oh my gosh.
But have you seen The Shining? I know it's a scary movie.
I've seen parts of it. I don't know that I've ever sat down and watched it beginning to end.
At the end, it burns down. So, yeah.
Huh.
It's a little creepy.
Interesting.
I mean, I know buildings catch on fire. It's a thing that happens. It's not that much of a coincidence that it burned down in the movie and it caught fire. But
I mean, I don't know how many buildings are just catching fire. It's not like an everyday thing.
I mean, that's what the fire department does. How are they still in business if things aren't catching fire daily?
First of all, still in business. Okay. Capitalism has really messed us up in business. Yeah, people still need their services, as it were, for quite a few things, and burning buildings, that's just one of them.
But yeah. But I mean, it's not a super rare occurrence.
No.
So it's a coincidence, but it's not that big of a coincidence. It's just kind of weird and eerie and cool to talk about because it's in Oregon. It was in The Shining, which is creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're glad it didn't burn down because that place is beautiful.
Yeah.
And creepy.
I'm so creeped out right now. Oh, boy.
In other news.
Oh, my gosh. More news in the news?
My lips are dry.
Oh, no. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
I brought a pet.
I see that. Yeah. I've been noticing that for some time.
He wants to lick your face.
And I can't help but notice that you have your Beetlejuice cup there as well. So,
oh, do I?
Yes.
Oh, what's on my shirt? It's Beetlejuice stuff too. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Guess where I went?
Where?
I went to the Beetlejuice musical.
You did. That's right. I knew that.
I did. I'm so excited. Oh, I got one more thing I forgot.
Oh, okay.
It's a shot glass. It says sucks, yes. I'm not going to tell you what it means because you have to go watch the musical, but it's hilarious. I'll tell you off air, Caitlin,
okay. Obviously.
The musical was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, I'm a huge Beetlejuice fan. I don't know.
Are you?
I don't know if you can tell. Huh. I didn't bring my lanyard, but my lanyard is Beetlejuice too. I mean, it's in my purse because I drove here, so I have to have my keys, but it's in there.
It's really far away.
I will give one spoiler to show you, tell you guys why I love this so much. It was a little different than the movie, which I appreciated. Obviously, there's a lot of music in it. It's a musical.
Yeah.
But the storyline was a little bit different.
Oh, okay.
But spoiler, okay, if you don't want to know, skip forward 30 seconds. So, in the movie, Beetlejuice, he creepily hits on the woman.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Barbara. He does it to Adam too in the play. Even more harder than he went on Barbara. And it just made me so happy. I was like, I can get down with this. I love me a bisexual Beetlejuice.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, are they still underage?
Oh, okay. I won't spoil that either. I don't know why I'm so protective. I don't want to spoil things, but they do address the age in a pretty fucking hilarious way.
Okay.
But these two that he's hitting on are technically adults.
Okay.
It's the girl he tries to marry, the underage.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, yeah, that, bisexual, yay, pedo, not so much, you know?
He's a lot better in the musical, I think.
Well, I mean, the bar wasn't set very high.
Yeah, no. I'll tell you about it, actually.
Okay.
Because today we're talking all about Beetlejuice, the movie. And it relates to the Pacific Northwest because I went to a show here in Portland. That's the connection.
I love it.
I can do what I want. It's my podcast.
Yeah. It's our podcast.
Right. I mean, it's my episode, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
All right. Yeah, that's better.
Let's talk about some weird facts about the movie Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Poltergeist became the highest grossing horror film of 1982. If you haven't seen Poltergeist, I don't know where you've been.
Seriously.
Or have at least heard about the plot. Basically, a poltergeist, which is a ghost who moves things and throws things and is crazy.
Yeah.
It terrorizes a family who moves into a house on a burial plot.
Yeah. No, I think
American
it was an
burial
Indian
ground.
burial ground, right?
That old
chestnut.
Yeah. So that's the basic plot. Well, 6 years later, a little movie came out that reverses that narrative, where a human family is the one causing the recently deceased distress.
Oh, yes. God, it's been so long.
That movie is the one and only Beetlejuice. Say that 3 times fast.
I wouldn't even dare. I wouldn't try.
Beetlejuice. He didn't come.
Hmm.
No, I'll just play with my worm. So the movie did pretty well. The 10th highest grossing film in 1988.
Okay.
Caitlin's year of birth.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to stop saying that soon.
Why?
Giving away your year of birth.
Yeah.
Because people can do the math.
Yeah. Gross.
Speaking of gross, I was curious what the highest grossing film of 1988 was, because Beetlejuice was the 10th.
Me too.
So clearly I Googled it because it's a tangent.
Yeah.
And what I found is kind of funny. It was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which we just talked about. And you're like, I can't picture this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the highest grossing.
It was.
The year of my birth.
Yep. It's a good movie. I told you.
Okay. I mean,
those little gangster weasels in zoot suits. I'm telling you, it's hilarious.
All right. I mean,
the film even scored Timmy B his first Oscar. That's Tim Burton.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you and Timmy B, you guys are buds.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Hey, Timmy B. And it also won a Saturn Award for Best Movie Ever Made.
What? Wait, what's a Saturn Award?
I don't know. But it was the best horror movie of 1990 is what it won.
I mean, is Beetlejuice really considered a horror movie?
Apparently. I mean, it's scary to kids, I'm assuming.
Huh.
It wasn't scary to me, but
I remember seeing it and I was scared at the time. I don't think I would think it was scary now.
yeah, no, it's not like, yeah. And we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about the special effects.
I'm so excited.
Beetlejuice even sandwormed its way into the number 88 spot on the American Film Institute's list of top 100 funniest American movies.
Wow.
Is it a horror or is it funny?
It's
funny.
It was okay. And here's the thing. It debuted in 88 and it's number 88.
Yeah.
I'm just, wow.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Coinky dink.
It's weird. You know how I love the numbers.
Me too. Speaking of numbers, 1 year after the film was released, there was an animated series. Did you ever see that?
I feel like I vaguely recall.
I can send you the intro.
Do it.
Because when I watched the intro to this, I was like, oh my God, it totally took me back. I remember watching this.
I definitely watched this at some point.
It is kind of interesting, though, that they made it into a cartoon for kids because it's not really a kid's movie. Which brings me to kind of a fun fact about me. I might have told this before, I don't remember, but I used to watch Beetlejuice all the time growing up.
You did.
Except it was the version that my mom recorded from the TV with commercials.
Oh my God.
And all of the naughty parts cut out. So I grew up thinking like, yeah, this is a kid's movie, right? Like there's no naughty things.
Oh my God.
And then
That's so funny.
The uncut version later on. And I just fall even more deeply in love with this movie because it's fucking hilarious and it's dirty. And Beetlejuice is the dirtiest old man. And I love him.
Oh my God.
Even though eventually everything worked out like creepy, wonderful magic with this movie, it took some convincing by Tim Burton, Timmy B, to get the cast on board because they thought that it was too weird.
I mean, I can see it.
I can see it too, but I'm glad that it happened because it's like the best kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the movie's success even brought about a sequel.
Oh.
And I know what you're thinking. There is a sequel coming out in September. But this is not the sequel I'm talking about.
Wait, what?
It was called Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. Have you ever seen it?
No, I've never even heard of that.
There's a reason for that. It was never made. Thank fucking God.
Oh, okay. I was like, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
Yeah, it was never made. Surprisingly. Despite having a full ass script and Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder on board.
Okay.
Old Timmy B.
Timmy B.
That Timmy B. He decided to do Batman instead. He thought that might be a better way to go. And I think the entire world agrees that Batman is better than Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm Batman. I am the Batman.
Oh, boy.
Wasn't Michael Keaton Batman?
I think
he has to be because it was in New Girl. So it has to be true.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he was at some point. Yeah. So
Batman, Beetlejuice, same thing.
Yeah. You know,
I'm also glad they didn't like totally ruin like the Beetlejuice franchise. Like,
oh God, can you imagine?
Yeah. I'm glad they waited for 2024 because I think.
Wait, so is it now coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out September 2024.
The Hawaiian one?
No, it's called Beetlejuice 2. It's not Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. I think that project is officially scrapped.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Although I don't know. I kind of want to see like how that train wreck would go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think hopefully this new version will just like enhance everything and not bring it down.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to find out.
Do you like coincidences, Caitlin?
No.
Do you like when I can say coincidences correctly?
Kind of.
Not like I'm drunk?
I don't believe in coincidences, first of all. But I mean, that's because I'm the true crime gal.
You don't believe that the coincidence of the fire in the Shining Hotel? We were just talking about it and you were fully convinced on that coincidence.
No, I definitely was not.
You were trying to convince me. There is kind of a weird coincidence. Well, there's kind of a couple weird coincidences in Beetlejuice. And the first one is, at one point, this is a quote from the movie, Beetlejuice says, "I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every time I see it." And that's like one of the best. That's like one of the best lines I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because Gina Davis, who plays Barbara, in 2016, they made a new television version of The Exorcist, and she plays the adult Reagan in it.
Really?
Yeah. Also, Linda Blair, who plays the child Reagan in the movie The Exorcist, she was actually briefly considered for the role of Barbara.
Interesting.
So it's just like a weird little circly mix of weirdness here, right?
Yeah.
If you want even more weird, Tim Burton wanted originally Sammy Davis Jr. to play Beetlejuice.
Huh.
It's kind of a weird, I don't know. I'm not sure how this all makes me feel. I'm going to put it out and then I'm going to have maybe Caitlin talk through it with me. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's obviously probably wouldn't have fit the character how the movie ended up turning out. There's a really big reason for that though, why the character is the way it is. The original script was actually very, very different from how the movie eventually turns out. Beetlejuice's character was supposed to be really demonic, wings, creepy, not funny creepy the way he is, but actually scary.
Really?
And,
okay,
yes.
So that makes sense why maybe it was sort of categorized as a horror film.
Yeah, maybe. Because it originally technically was.
Yeah.
So I got most of these facts from the IMDb trivia about the movie, and I'll link it for you guys. So in here, I'm just going to quote what it says because I don't know how to put this in my own words. It's interesting. They say, originally conceived as a winged and demonic presence, taking human form as a small Middle Eastern man. Subsequent drafts made him more African American, and he spoke a kind of pidgin dialect.
Wow. Okay.
So they were basically making the dark man evil and demonic.
Yeah, I was going to say, sounds real racist.
Yeah. So
okay.
At first I was kind of like, well, why? I mean, why couldn't Beetlejuice? He could be a black guy. Who cares? But
I mean, yeah.
The way that they originally wrote it kind of is just do we need that? I mean, come on.
No. No.
There's enough vilifying
any person of color. Yeah. That's pretty yucky.
I'm totally fine with it being a white guy. Vilify them. They're the literal worst.
Listen, they are the worst. And I don't think they've gotten their fair share. Okay.
Exactly. But anyway, so I don't know. I couldn't really word that in my own words. I wasn't really sure how I felt about it until I read it out loud. And then I was like, no, I kind of know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we agree.
Yeah. No, that's pretty yucky.
But we can move on to something funny.
Yay.
And I've said it before. I'm glad that this movie did not go that way because that would have it wouldn't have been a movie. It wouldn't have been good.
No, none of us would
radar.
Still be talking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not at all.
But what would have been maybe an interesting movie is if Beetlejuice was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm sorry, what?
Timmy B did consider Arnold Schwarzenegger for the role of Beetlejuice. Arnie S., he turned it down. He was like, I'm busy being an action star.
That is not a fit. It's not a match.
No, it ain't it. That ain't it.
No.
the title character, Beetlejuice, only has 14 and a half minutes on screen.
Really?
Yes. And despite the movie's official spelling of the name Beetlejuice, his name is actually spelled Betelgeuse, which is also pronounced Beetlejuice. Just a radically different spelling. And you do see it in the movie, like on his headstone and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say that's...
Yeah. Huh. But they decided, like, for marketing and stuff, people being able to pronounce the movie name without being confused is probably better.
Okay.
But he is named after a red-orange star in the Orion constellation.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. That star's name is Beetlejuice.
There's a star named Beetlejuice.
Yep. And Beetlejuice is named after it.
Okay.
Ain't that cute?
This is brand new information.
Is it really?
Yeah, no, I've never heard that before.
Good. I'm glad I'm like telling people things they don't know.
That's so wild. Yeah, I've never heard that before.
I had heard it before. But I
but you're like a
Beetlejuice information. So that's not weird that I know that.
No.
But there's a lot I didn't know about the movie. Like most of the stuff I really didn't know. Including the fact that Tim Burton described Beetlejuice to Michael Keaton as having lived in every time period and no time period. Because he's Tim Burton.
Okay.
And apparently talks in riddles. So Michael Keaton was like, the fuck do I do with that information?
Yeah.
So he ends up basically creating the entire character himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Even his hair, his makeup, like the mold they put on his face, all of this was Michael Keaton's doing.
Okay.
He even ad-libbed. He even ad-libbed 90% of his lines.
Really?
So they just threw this man out there and was like, say like this and then maybe do whatever you think. And we'll make that the movie.
That makes it so hard for the other actors to know what the fuck they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, I think.
Yeah, it can be.
But that's just like a lot of having the actor create that much is a lot. But thankfully, it fucking worked. Like it totally worked.
Yeah.
This is funny, too, because Michael Keaton actually based this character off of somebody else in another horror film, which again links it back to horror. He based his character on a character named Chop Top from the movie The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh, that sounded familiar.
I've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I've seen one, but I don't like gore, so I kind of like do that when I watch it. But I might watch it now because this character, let me show you, because I think based on, it's like strongly, like heavily based on. You guys should definitely go watch the link. I'll put the link in. We'll probably end up posting a photo too, because the resemblance is just the teeth. He even has green hair. He's all pasty. I didn't watch the full clip. He has a hanger and I don't want to know what's happening. Why are you still watching it?
I don't know. I can't look
Turn it off.
I can't stop.
I'm not watching this movie.
Oh my God. Okay.
I just wanted you to hear the voice and like see everything because he does.
I know, but I just I couldn't stop. I could not stop.
What was he doing? I don't want to know.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
But did you hear the voice?
Yeah.
Isn't that Beetlejuice? Like, it has like the country-ish, like.
Yeah.
I always say country, and I mean Southern.
Well, it doesn't really sound Southern.
I don't know. It's like.
It sounds backwoods.
Yeah. I was trying to be nice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that calling that Southern is nice.
I don't know why I'm trying to be nice to this gross character. Anyway. But apparently once Keaton got his whole Beetlejuice shit together, like the outfit. He shows up on set. He's ready to go. And the crew and the cast were so excited. They were chanting, "Juice, juice, juice."
That's amazing.
Because, I mean, imagine him walking in for the first time. You're working on this movie. Like, you know what's supposed to happen. You see the set, and then you see the Beetlejuice fucking come walking out. Like, I would chant, too. That shit's cool.
Yeah.
So this is actually Michael Keaton's favorite movie, he says.
Really?
And you know who absolutely like doesn't like this movie and thinks it's his worst? Alec Baldwin. Which, like, he's really good in this movie. I love that character.
I mean, like, no offense, but like, has he done that many other movies that
Right? I don't
anyone
know.
gives a shit about?
I don't really know. I mean, he did really good on SNL.
Yeah.
So.
And then he was in that one movie that really went off gangbusters.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's really sad.
Yeah.
Oh, let's be nice to him. I just wish he liked this movie because, like, everyone else does.
You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something to this. Like, is this man to be trusted? Doesn't like Beetlejuice.
So I'm guessing he's not going to be in the sequel.
Probably not.
Darn it. Well, that's sad.
Hmm.
Oh, well. Well, I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
So like I said, a lot of things about this movie changed, including the title. Do you want to guess what the original title was?
I mean, no.
It's like super basic. It's like the most basic of all the basic things that ever basicked.
I more basic than Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice isn't basic. That's the coolest name I ever heard.
No, I know, but it's like the characters' names. Like, how do you get more basic than that?
It was called House Ghosts.
House Ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the boringest thing I've
That's
ever
so
heard in
stupid.
my life. House Ghosts.
House Ghosts.
And then I guess kind of as a joke, but I don't think it was a joke. Timmy Beach suggested that they name it Scared Sheetless.
I'm sorry.
But they like totally took it seriously and considered it, which I feel like it wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
You know? But that would have been like kind of a cool title, but not like Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is unbeatable. But Scared Sheetless is pretty good.
Yeah. I don't think that I will ever recover from Scared Sheetless.
Scared Sheetless.
Okay.
Because they got their sheets and then they take them off.
I'm just saying, like, Scared Sheetless sounds like it could be a movie, like something to do with the Klan.
Oh.
And that would be like kind of a turnoff.
I was
for
thinking
me.
like porn.
Porn.
I don't know. Scared Sheetless. Well, I guess scared. You don't want to be scared.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
We're not
Some
here to
people.
yuck your yum.
Yeah.
Unless you are part of the Klan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not.
No thanks.
But I also think it probably wouldn't have been as like kid friendly, I guess.
Yeah.
Because
Because it was obviously very kid friendly.
Yeah. Old Timmy B. Are you guys going to get sick of that yet?
Timmy B.
I don't care what you guys think. I care what you think, though. He actually did not like the now famous, infamous scene with the Deo song and the shrimpies popping up out of the table and grabbing people's faces. You know the Banana Boat song?
Oh, God. It's been so long. It's been so long.
Daylight come and me one go home.
I remember the shrimp.
So it's like the ghost basically possessing them to do this song and dance. Anyway, don't you see it? Like, that's a great scene. But
Yeah.
Tim Burton didn't really like it. He thought it was like kind of boring and stupid, apparently. So
Okay. Whatever, Timmy B.
who even cares what you think? Like, do you even make movies?
I mean, come on.
What he did like, though, was the kind of fake looking, like not very good special effects, which were on purpose. He really liked the look of like the B movie special effects, I guess, which I do too. I think especially with it being a comedy, which they mention, it's like it is kind of better that they didn't take it super serious and like put really good special effects on it, because it just would have been.
Well, it wouldn't be funny at that
it wouldn't
point.
be that funny.
It would have definitely been more of a scary movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually funny too, because there's a point in the movie where Beetlejuice shows his scary face. So I don't know if you've seen like the couple makes their faces like scary. They like pull their nose out and do weird shit with their face.
Oh, yeah.
So Beetlejuice has one too, but you never actually see it in the movie. You see it from behind, but they actually made the full front of his face. Like they did a whole elaborate,
really,
like makeup effect on him. But they thought that it was funnier only like just showing it from behind and not actually showing you what it looked like. So they didn't ever actually show it from the front.
I mean, I could see that. Yeah.
But it is kind of funny from the back because it's like snakes that come out and they like.
Yeah, they're weird.
Also, the freaking gorgeous house is just a facade built on a farm field. Farm field. Speaking of some of the effects from the movie, there is at one point a giant merry-go-round that comes out, and the head on it is like a skeleton head.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a Jack Skellington head. Yeah. And this was pre-Nightmare Before Christmas. So like Tim Burton, I guess, has good ideas sometimes, and he like keeps putting them in movies and drawing them until they have their own movie, I guess.
Yeah. It really is like this interwoven world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously I don't think he meant it to be, because Jack Skellington wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah.
So I don't think he meant like purposely put it in there. Like, oh, I'm putting Jack Skellington in this movie. I think it was just like a cool character that he wanted to.
I don't know.
I don't know for sure. I could be wrong, but you never know.
Yeah.
He is a brilliant evil genius.
Yes.
I don't know why I say evil. I heard he kicks holes in walls, and I'm just like not about that life.
That seems a little intense.
Yeah, he's like an intense guy.
Yeah.
He gets mad and frustrated, and I've watched a lot of documentaries.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway. Also, I think it's pretty funny. I don't know. So spoiler alert, the couple in the movie dies.
What?
Within like the first 5 minutes of the movie. It's not really a spoiler.
I was like, what?
But if you haven't seen it, maybe skip forward like 30 seconds because I'm going to spoil something for you. So
all these years later.
I know. How dare I? I don't know if you remember how they die. They were in a car and like a dog runs in front of them and they kind of like break and swerve.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bumper sticker on the back of their car that you see in the beginning of the movie, and it says, "I brake for animals."
Oh.
Isn't that sad? It's like a depressing foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
I know. I mean, I'm laughing because the movie, they die. Like, that's what happens. But, the movie is about them being ghosts. So it's like, it's okay. It's funny. It's not. It's so sad. Have you heard of the invisible string theory? It's all over TikTok.
I think I've heard of it. I haven't engaged.
Also, Taylor Swift has a song called Invisible String. This episode is not about her. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Basically, it's like, you're woven together. You're on a string to your person, and eventually you will connect with each other. That's the basis of the theory.
Yeah.
Actually, Two Girls, One Ghost just did an episode on it. It's really good.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really cute. You should go listen to it if you want to know what it is. But there's kind of a little invisible string theory relationship with this movie, and I think it's so fucking adorable. We're going to talk about it real quick. I know you're going to love it. Do you know who Catherine O'Hara is?
Oh, God.
Delia.
Sounds so familiar.
Really? She's the stepmom.
Yeah. Okay.
She's the
Kevin. Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
okay.
why am I not going fucking
Home Alone?
No, what's the show? Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek. Oh my God. Yeah, she's been in so many good programs, movies, TV shows.
She's great. She's amazing, and she deserves this. So she actually met her husband on the set. He was the production designer named Bo Welsh.
Oh.
And she actually wasn't even originally supposed to be in this film.
Really?
Yes. Delia Dietz was cast as Angelica Houston, who was Morticia Addams.
Yeah, I just don't know that I see it, though.
Oh, yeah. I can kind of see it because she has the, like New York, like she could be like the artistic, creepy lady from New York. You know what I mean? Like not cool, creepy, but like.
Yeah. I
could see it, but it definitely was better the way it turned out.
Yeah, I think so. I think this was meant for her for sure.
And it was definitely better that it turned out for them too, because they would have met
somehow
at another time because, they're strung together. But it's kind of sweet how like, oh, I wasn't supposed to be here, but then I was, and I met my husband and they're still together. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's so cute. And actually, it says in here that Bo Welsh didn't even know like he was allowed to talk to the actors. So he kind of waited until the end and then he finally asked her out.
Oh,
so cute.
That's adorable. We love a meet cute.
Yeah.
Not everyone can meet in a church, okay?
Not everyone can meet on the set of Beetlejuice either.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, their thing is cool too, I guess.
So I brought you up with the love. And then I'm going to bring it right back down with the death.
What?
I'm laughing. Sorry. The movie's about death. It's funny.
Okay.
And as goofy and amazing as this movie is, it does revolve around death. So there are a few not so fun facts.
Okay, great.
So there is a point where Barbara and Adam are in the afterlife office where they go into I can't remember what it's called, Land of the Dead or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Nothing thing. They go through the door. Anyway,
yeah.
They're in the dead world and there's like a whole business going on back there. And at one point there was an announcement of Flight 409 is arriving at Gate 3. And sadly, there was a Flight 409 that did crash into a mountain in Wyoming in October 1955. And it did kill all of the passengers on board. All of the passengers, all of the crew. Ooh, I just got like chills. I don't like...
Yeah.
Like I'm freezing right now all of a sudden. I don't like it. At the time, it was one of the worst plane crashes in history. But they still don't know why this particular plane crashed. So that's really sad too. I guess they didn't get the black box thingy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that was a thing back then.
I don't know. In 1955, yeah. When did the black box thingies start coming around?
I don't know, but it certainly not in 1955.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, they still don't know why it crashed, which is
okay, great.
But that's not the only mass casualty they reference in the movie. Do you remember the football team? There's like a whole thing with the football team in the movie.
Yeah.
And they like dance with Lydia at the end.
Yeah.
They were actually based on a real football team, Marshall University football team.
All right.
Who, oh gosh, this is so sad. 37 of their players passed away on a Southern Airways flight.
Oh no.
That was flight 932.
Okay.
But they did change the colors of their uniforms. So that's good.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know.
I know. I think it's kind of sad that they're like, I know the movie is about death. I keep saying that. The movie is about death, but like, it's kind of interesting. It's an interesting choice to use like real life things in a movie like that. But I don't know. They're just little references too. So
yeah. I think in some of the instances, if they changed some of the details to sort of like try to reference it, but not be like too on the nose or too direct with it.
I think if they did have the uniforms, I think that would have been like too much.
Yeah.
If they like looked like dead football players that were actually dead football players, like that would be a little sad.
That might be, yeah. I don't know. That's such a tough thing because everybody probably feel, if you asked 5 people on the street about that, they probably would each feel differently.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah. But I still love the movie.
Of course.
So the man who wrote Beetlejuice is Michael McDowell. I think he passed away before it was made, I want to say.
Really?
I think.
And that name sounds sort of familiar.
This guy was totally obsessed with death. He wrote like a dissertation titled American Attitudes Toward Death. So
okay.
he, studied it constantly his whole life. He had like murderabilia, like death memorabilia, postmortem images, stuff like that. So he collected all of that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like no wonder he wrote this whole movie about death. How many times have I said that now? It looks like they actually, Northwestern University has his collection of memorabilia. And it says they had an exhibit in 2013. So I don't know if that's like maybe still around somewhere or not, but that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
To see a bunch of death stuff.
Death
stuff together in one room. So the ending of the movie is really sweet. It's Lydia, the human girl, kind of has like new ghosty parents, but like her other parents live with them too. They split the house. Everyone's happy because her parents weren't like the greatest to her, but now she has like these ghost parents who are sweet. And anyway, it's a sweet ending, but it wasn't always that sweet. There was an alternate ending where Lydia too became a ghost.
Oh,
meaning she had to die.
She did. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is not great. Also, she died in a fire. Like, interesting. I chose to talk about a fire at the beginning of this, and I totally forgot that part.
Yikes.
But also, they kind of were like, maybe we better not, because teenage girls might think it was cool to off themselves and become ghosts.
Yeah, probably not the most responsible portrayal in media.
Yeah. It was already like she was kind of writing, she wrote a suicide letter and that's what's tattooed on the hand in my shirt, where she's like, I am alone. Then she scratches it out. I am utterly alone. Having plummeted. Anyway. So that part always kind of like, I don't know, it kind of always made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, she's going to kill herself. Like watching it and like growing up watching it and like slowly realizing what she's actually saying is kind of a weird thing. So I'm glad that they didn't kill her in the end. That would have been fucking terrible.
Yeah. No, I think that would have just been another thing for you to talk to a therapist about.
Yeah. This could be a whole nother podcast episode on how awful Beetlejuice was for American history and all these people.
And here I am over here like, sponsor us, BetterHelp.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're the poster children of your cause, really.
We need mental help.
Yeah.
Seriously, we need mental help.
We really need help.
Well, I'm going to end with some fun facts. So maybe we don't need help like right away. This is going to make us feel better. Have you seen the TV show Community? I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to get this.
I hope so. I'm a goldfish.
They had a little Easter egg in there where each season they would say Beetlejuice one time. And then the last time they say Beetlejuice, there's a guy in a Halloween costume in the background just dressed like Beetlejuice that walks by.
Oh my God.
So I think it's so cute. I'm like, that's like something
adorable.
I would put in a show if I were creating a show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The movie was also the first DVD that Netflix sent out. Remember when they did that? Way back in 1998? 1998. The first
Speaking
DVD.
of suicide notes, I think I have to go jump off a bridge now because apparently I'm ancient.
If you are younger than us and you don't know that Netflix used to physically mail physical DVDs, which were little discs that movies used to be on, that you would have to put like a CD. Do you know what a CD is?
If they don't know what a DVD is, they don't know what a CD is.
Damn it. Anyway. Yeah, they just recently got rid of that. And sorry, Mom, I'm going to call you out. She still used that service up until they got rid of it. And she's like, man, they're getting rid of DVD.
Honestly, I would have used it too. I totally would have.
Mom. But she's right. I mean, they don't have every movie to stream. And if you don't want to pay extra and be lazy, you want to wait for it in the mail.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Okay. The last fun fact I have for you is that last year, 2023, TBS and TNT, they aired Beetlejuice 24 hours for Halloween, kind of like they do with A Christmas Story during Christmas.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
That's adorable.
Do you think we should do some tarot for this?
Yes.
Let's do some tarot.
Obviously. Okay. I'm ready.
Beetlejuice. That was a shitty bridge. I hope you couldn't see that.
I did.
Beetlejuice. Ooh, I feel it.
Ooh.
I feel the energy
That was a good one.
of the ghost with the most.
Oh, boy.
I have a crush on Beetle. I have a crush on the weirdest fucking characters.
You really
guys.
do.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Hey, listen, let's not summon demons in this new pod lab.
Well, we're about to.
Okay,
Beetlejuice.
Okay, I guess I need to put up more signs, okay? One of them is going to say, don't summon demons in the pod lab. The other one's going to say, please do not do coke in the bathroom.
Funny. Okay, can I spoil one more thing from the musical? Seriously?
Yeah.
If you don't want to hear this, fast forward 30 seconds. One of the first songs, he talks about doing like lines of coke.
What?
It's so funny. He's the best version of Beetlejuice I've ever seen. He's like the dirtiest, like druggiest.
He's like Wolf of Wall Street meets Beetlejuice.
It's hilarious. It's great.
That's amazing.
It's a good time. Don't bring your kids.
Yeah, it sounds like probably don't bring your kids.
Oh, I shuffled more again. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You
I'm gonna
did.
cut that out. No. Oh, okay. I feel it. I feel it.
She's feeling it.
I feel it. Okay. It's like this one right here. It's
Okay.
kind of sticking out.
Get her. What is
King
it?
of Sticks, which is the King of Swords, which is the big dick energy.
Oh.
Do you think Beetlejuice has BDE?
Probably.
I mean, he acts like he does.
Yeah.
Is that what big dick energy is, though? Like, fake it till you make it? Or is it like you truly have it?
No, I think, yeah. I
And
think,
you don't need to show it off.
Right, exactly.
Right, okay.
Like, rich people don't flaunt their money, you know?
Right. Okay.
Like, if you got a BDE, you ain't trying to show everybody that you got BDE.
Okay. So he doesn't, but he thinks he does. And then his head gets shrunk at the end. Because he gropes a woman's thigh.
Ew. Okay, so King of Swords, right?
Yes.
Okay, so our keywords. What?
Wait, am I wrong?
Is it wands?
I don't know. We've been wrong the entire... Can we just say I'm right?
I don't know.
We have to cut that whole part if I'm wrong. Everything related to that.
Well, wand, sword. I mean, either way, very phallic.
It doesn't say. Oh
Well,
my God.
Yeah, look at the cards and we'll be able to.
Cups, coins, or pentacles.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Okay, so sticks. Oh, blades.
Okay, so it is King of Wands.
Sorry, guys.
Listen, okay, sword, wand, either way. Quit playing with your dinghy at the table.
Well, it's because it said sticks too. That's what threw me off. Because I think of I'm a 12-year-old boy, so when you have sticks, you stick fight.
Yeah.
Like they're swords. Okay. See, I don't feel so bad for jumping to conclusions now.
No, I don't think you should. Either way, we got there.
Either way, he doesn't have BDE. So if it was a BDE card, I think maybe the fact that I thought it was brought up the conversation.
You know, I think it was an important topic to
so
discuss.
Too. Yeah. I'm leaving that all in.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Tell
me about the King of Wands.
All right. Keywords are leadership, self-confidence, success, good fortune, and loyalty.
It says success?
Yeah.
Hold on. It says success? No fucking way. Okay, another spoiler. Fast forward if you don't want. I have a shot glass that I told you I wasn't going to tell you what it meant. It says sucks yes. So there's a whole thing in the musical about success. It sucks at first, but then it's yes. Sucks yes.
Sucks yes.
That's really funny. That's
amazing. As befits a king, the King of Wands often appears seated on a throne, wearing a handsome robe and a crown.
Mm.
He's a dignified man who exudes confidence, authority, and power, yet he doesn't seem at all threatening. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
In fact, he's usually shown as a handsome and benevolent ruler.
Mm.
In a reading, the king may signify an actual person. When he does, it's generally a mature man who's obtained a position of wealth and status, perhaps the head of a business or a leader in the community.
Oh, interesting.
The upright king is a fortunate card, regardless of the situation. If he represents a real person, it's someone you can trust and rely on to do the right thing.
Mm.
He's a loyal friend, a fair-minded employer, a wise advisor, a competent and honest leader.
I feel like where this is going is like this is what Beetlejuice was trying to be when he was like doing the commercials. Like, I can help you. I'm like, I'm great.
Yeah. This intelligent man has high ideals. He's an active, energetic, independent individual with a passion for life and an adventurous nature.
Passion for life is interesting too, because he just like wants to marry her so that he can like come back whenever he wants. I think is the point.
In a reading about money, you can expect good things to come your way when the king appears. Sometimes the king means getting a raise, that a venture will pay off, or that you have financial support. If the reading is about your job, success is assured.
Success.
The king may indicate a promotion or recognition for your efforts. It can also show you moving into a position of authority.
Mm.
Now is a good time to take a chance, for victory is yours.
I think this is like a card he wanted to pull. Like,
yeah,
this is what really happened, you guys.
Yeah.
It's the total opposite of him.
Yeah. In a question about love, the King of Wands says the relationship is a strong one. That's interesting. It says the relationship is a strong one with plenty of affection and passion.
Do you remember the part where he like covers her mouth and does her voice for her? That's interesting.
Interesting. Perhaps between two lively, creative, outgoing people. There's one other extra excerpt here.
Okay.
Bully card. In the extreme, the reversed King of Wands can be the bully card. As Mary K. Greer writes in the complete book of tarot reversals, you might oppose others simply as a display of one-upmanship.
Oh my God, that's Beetlejuice.
Oh my God, listen to this. You can be aggressive and abuse others like a bully or a commandant with no humanity.
This is like perfect. I was waiting. I was like, there's got to be something because like this is the total opposite, right? But I think it's meant to be that way because like this is the way he wants you to see him and this is the way he actually is.
You sneaky little snake.
I like that. Ooh, sneaky little sandworm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little sandworm.
Little sandworm.
So he's got like kind of crazy pointy hair too. I mean, it's orange. It's
Yeah.
like it's orange red, like the Beetlejuice star that he's named after.
Oh, I did not even think about that.
Oh, your shirt. You have like a yellow and red on your shirt too.
Yeah.
And he's holding a stick in the desert, which could be like the sandworm in the land of the dead. Right?
Nailed it.
Okay. I think I nailed this one, you guys.
Nailed it.
He's a ghost in a sheet.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's why I picked this deck. I don't think there's a card in it without a ghost on a sheet. So I really had a really good shot there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The physical and emotional nature to which this card is attributed is dark. Ardent?
Oh.
Lithe? What does ardent and lithe mean?
Lithe?
Yeah. Lithe.
Ardent is a word that like I knew what that meant a little bit better, but lithe in that context didn't really make sense to me because in some contexts it's like can be mild or meek or like easily bent. It can also mean like thin. So I'm like, are we talking about like physically thin, like kind of a metaphorical thin, meaning that you just are sort of like you bend to the will of others? But ardent is sort of it's intense feeling or like it's an impassioned plea.
Yeah.
My ardent love for you.
Yeah, because the next word is, so it's ardent, lithe, animated, impassioned, and noble. Which obviously the flip side of that was the noble part. But it's interesting. Yeah, it says dark and ardent and animated. Like, Beetlejuice is so animated.
Yeah, wow, that's interesting. I'm glad you looked at that because all of those are like really kind of, those are like super critical keywords for.
There's a couple more too. It says down below, it says meanings, dark man, friendly, countryman, that's interesting because we literally talked about his accent. And generally married. He's trying to be.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it's also connected to the symbol of the lion too, that's kind of cool. So that's you. Rawr.
Huh. Okay. That's
that
interesting.
Was cool. That actually fit better than I thought when I pulled it, even when I thought it was the swords.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that totally fits. I love that.
Well, did you guys notice anything else in the reading that we did not notice about the Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Have a creepy ass day. See you next Tuesday.
Unless we summon you faster than that.
We're going to say all your names 3 times.
We might be here a while.
And we're going to be here a while either way.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
I won't have the sandworm next time. And I won't mention Taylor Swift, I promise.
I make no such promise.
If she brings it up, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh, there's eyeballs in here. Cute. I love those. Okay. Bye.
Sucks, yeah. Sucks, yes.
I hit start recording on OBS.
It drives Chris nuts that I say OBS.
OBS.
It's not OBS. It's OBS.
It's a meme and a GIF, and it's Nikon. Nikon.
It's like I'm never saying that. It's Nikon.
Acon.
It's Nikon.
Icon.
It's Nikon. I'm sorry.
You're an icon.
It's Nikon.
You're an icon. You're a Nikon.